second. I am pulling up something because I got stuck. Oh, I forgot. Oh, where's my? Oh man. Hold on, guys. I forgot to light my candle. Do everything else. All this gorgeousness. Hold on one second. I'm coming. I'm a coming. I'm a coming. I got a traveling lighter that goes with me everywhere because it's mine. It's my lighter. And this one's even out. What is going on? Like, literally, guys. Okay, so here's the thing. I get, like, ready to start to do this, and I'm doing all the preparation and everything else like that. And the song, Journey's song, well, it's a Journey song, and it came on in my head, and it's that epic one that everybody knows. And I'll read a little bit to you really quick. Don't stop believing. Okay, that's the song. Don't stop believing. I obviously cannot sing, and you love me anyways. Okay. Here we go. Alrighty, let's see here. Here are the lyrics. It is just a small town girl living in a lonely world. Took the midnight train to anywhere. Blah 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 blah. Where's the one that, like, well, I went through the whole song because I know it. Like, I started singing it. Oh. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Streetlights, people. Don't stop believing. Hold on. Blah, 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 blah. Well, that was really epic, wasn't it? I just gave you a great rendition. But that was the part that kept going over in my head. And, of course, I took over because I know this song. And it's like, I rock out to this. Just saying. I don't know who else rocks out to this, but, you know, I do. Some will win. Some will lose. Some are born to sing the blues. But the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. Yeah, I went through the whole thing. But the one they don't stop, hold on to that feeling is what they started out with. And of course I took over. Because, you know, if I start singing, I admit, maybe once in a while I throw in a lyric or two that's not the lyric. So that's why I'd be looking it up, okay? But I feel like there's somebody who is, I mean, that says a lot, right? Like, first off, it's like a really peppy, I'm going to pump you up. It reminds me of, like, when, like, sports teams are about to start and you're going to watch a game and they got all that stuff to get the crowd all riled up, the audience and everything. It's that kind of like when it starts with the piano and everything. Come on, guys. I know you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you need to go listen to the song. What in the world? You got to be young, and I want to have a conversation with your parents. Seriously. Yeah, but it's just, it gets you going. It really sets the tone for like that last stretch, if that makes sense, right? And I think somebody is in the energy of, oh my gosh, my spoon is like, apparently my tea, I got tea today, is going to burn my tongue. Okay, I'm going to let that cool down just for a little bit. It is, smoking. Kind of just feels like you're at that last stretch. You know what I mean? And they're just encouraging you, like, don't stop. Don't stop believing now. Like, now's not the time. So we're going to see. We're going to see what they're talking about. Oh, good Lord. Why do I... Oh. I almost grabbed Golden Universal, and I was kind of like, no, and then, like, this is Azathoth Tarot. That's the deck. All right, Spirit. Real. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. Now, first off, on this deck, it says success, right? But it's almost like that balancing out of if you've been without for so long, you're about to get. if that makes sense. Because it's on the heels of the Five of Pentacles. You were already that, that's exactly what it means. It is, you've been in that energy of not, of lack, of and not even just the energy, because I'm not putting this on you. I'm saying this feels like we're talking about the Pentacles. You've legitimately been. This is the kind of person who, like, not person, but this is the type situation where, like somebody who has done so much in their life and keeps doing that, without the scales having been balanced. And so it's almost as if the scales are like this and it's time for them to come like this again. So it's almost, I can feel like a lot of stuff coming in, like a lot of stuff, because it's going to take a lot of weight. It's going to take a lot to come in to balance those scales back out for you. See the scales. Okay, okay. Oh, heifer. I mean, Ten of Pentacles. I said it's going to take a lot. That's a lot. You know what? And here's the thing. It's like, it's almost as if once the scales are balanced, they're balanced. Like, it has longevity to it. It has a lot of longevity to it. Because this feels like this is like a person who's gone through half their life and it's all been to hell in a handbasket, so to speak. And scales haven't been balanced out in a really long time. So the phase that they're entering in, like, it's been a long time. You've been having to do this shit on your own. Okay. And that's about to stop. There's going to be a rebirth. We're just getting a backstory with this. Now, and you have fought to try and balance the scales, and a lot of your efforts were pretty futile. This is futility. I feel like this is not one that was positively aspected. This is like, people took a lot. And it's almost as if no matter what effort you took in your life to change your life, change the trajectory, or change the energy, you were really stuck in something. I see a hamster on a hamster wheel. Like, you wasn't getting nowhere. But remind you, take a look at this. I don't know if y'all can see. This is like the winds of change. Okay. So we're getting a backstory. I feel like we're going to pull some cards for details, because this is pretty self-explanatory. It's like, and I got to be honest with you, the energy is like not exciting. Like, whoever, you're just like, I don't believe this shit. Okay. You were stuck in a very specific position within your life, because we have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is someone who has something in their life, but they're afraid to do anything because they've experienced so much depletion in their life that they're holding on tight, right? This is that stubborn energy. This is almost that stingy energy. And I feel like that they're saying something. Okay, I heard earlier something just spurted out the term family, right? I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. And I feel like this is actually how somebody was conditioned growing up, is always being in that sense of lack, and legitimate lack, like legitimately in your material world you didn't have, right? And having to hold on to what little resources you had in order, because you didn't know where. I feel like sometimes there were questions of meals. Sometimes there were questions of a vehicle working. There were questions of, like, it was like when you experience so many roadblocks back to back and shit happening. We all know this. Like, you never want something to go wrong because it's going to happen in threes, right? And so you're always like, oh my gosh. And when you constantly are you're never really ahead of the game, and so you're always playing catch up. And so when you're always playing catch up, you don't really have room for any surprises, right? You don't have room for something to happen, and you suddenly need to fix your car. You suddenly need to, the water pipes break, or all kinds of stuff. And it's like literally it's beyond paycheck to paycheck. It's literally like every little dollar has to be accounted for. The amount of mental exhaustion that would go into that. And so, what I want to say is any amount of teeny weeny minuscule bit of stability that you get in your finances, you're holding tight to this. Okay. Um, he looks really sad. I just got to be honest with you. This individual looks very like, the point of the Pentacle suit when you start, or the Ace of Pentacles, and what they're pointing out to me is being able to grow. You're supposed to be able to get to the Ten of Pentacles. And somebody's been stuck in this one. Like, barely not homeless, barely not whatever. Just a sense, yeah, barely not. Just barely not. And for this, it's almost as if okay, so this feels like this is nothing more than a dream to be the Queen of Pentacles. To be in this state where you have to hold on tight because legitimate fears come to fruition in your life. I don't think you ever really fully got to experience all four elements at once. You may have been like emotionally stable, but mentally you were exhausted, or maybe you were, you're mentally with it, you're emotionally with it, but you had zero drive, zero ability to follow through. Like you never had all of them in a row. Because remember, you can't get to the Queen of Pentacles unless you've gone through all of it. You have to master the Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, and then you become the Queen of Pentacles, where it begins to impact those things external to you. And so you never really ever got to experience this. This was only a dream. And I feel like that's the reason why this figure is so sad. Because it can feel, you can feel what you were meant to do. You were meant to experience, and you were meant to experience this and exist in this. But it's been like a futile effort trying to get to that. And you're probably in an energy right now. This is you now. That's why I've got journey. Don't stop believing. We have the Two of Swords and the Ace of Wands. It is some kind of decision. It's almost as if you're going to have to, like, it's like having to make a decision about having faith, but I'm also simultaneously feeling like choosing something that might come in. I don't know if you've existed in this for so long, the Four of Pentacles. You have no clue what it's like to be in the Queen of Pentacles. You don't know what it's like to release the anxiety of things, because as soon as you ever got somewhere stable, you knew there was going to be a cycle that would come through and wipe all of that out again. And so it's one of those things where it's like you always wanted to have a certain amount, like you would, this is the feeling of, can I, like, and this is how I liken it. Can I take my kids to go do something? Or, how can I find a way to do something for you? Or, do I even have enough in my account? Can we do McDonald's today? Because I've got to go X, Y, and Z next week, and I need the gas money and, all that kind of stuff. So given that, it doesn't feel like you have a whole lot of faith because you've never had the experience to give you, some of those things that you just don't know until you know. You don't know what it's like to, travel the world until you actually travel the world. You don't know what it feels like to have $50,000 in savings until you actually have $50,000 in savings. It's one of those things where it's like you can imagine and guess and you can liken your energy, but you have no real clue what that feels like. So sometimes playing in that field of possibility becomes difficult because you don't know how to line yourself with the energy. You've never had it before. And it feels like potentially whatever choices you need to be making coming up here shortly, you're saying, I just want to feel this. I just want some peace. I just want to feel comfortable and confident in all areas of my life. And whatever the Two of Swords is, it's like making a choice between choosing your fear and your anxiety and listening to those things and what lights you up and some kind of a passion. This is drive. This is drive and motivation. Are you going to give into your fears? Are you going to give into your anxieties? Or are you going to choose self-motivation and potentiality? Okay, I got it now. I got it. Which begs the question, is there something coming in that's going to put you in a position where you feel either one, it's too good to be true, so you're going to give into your fears and the belief that your fears instill in you, or are you going to choose the excitement, the passion, the potentiality of something? Because remember, we've got things becoming successful, balancing out with the Ten of Pentacles being like, it's a lot that could come in. And I feel like you're encapsulated, like you're a little bit isolated. With the Hermit card, you've been in that solitary energy, very sovereign energy, for quite some time. Okay, let's find out. Yep, something's coming in. Holy shit, I swear to God. All right. All right, so something coming in, messenger card, opportunity keys. When it comes, are you going to choose the fear? You're going to choose to stay in this worry energy, like something won't come, or are you going to choose the passion? Tell us about this. Why would it be posed like that? Why wouldn't it be an automatic fuck yes? That's what I want to know. Like if something's come in and someone's existed in this, and maybe it's just you're so used to, because you have no clue what it's like to be peaceful. Oh, you have no clue what it's like to be peaceful Queen of Pentacles is a very peaceful energy. You're going to it's a self-sabotage situation. Because this is all about the whip. That's what the whip is. It's almost like maybe this is the kind of scenario where you get offered to come somewhere for something and you're like, I don't know if I have money for that. But because we got the community card, which is all about socializing, right? A new opportunity to network, a new opportunity to make connections, and you are worried about it for some reason. I don't know if you're worried because, you know, somebody who has been on a hamster wheel for so long and so much, you're probably just not used to receiving. And if somebody were to offer you something, like this is a legitimate offer, because the messenger card is either about somebody coming in or somebody, you know, traveling, leaving. It's also about, like, again, a message actually coming in. But it can be like going somewhere as well, like, you know. And so it's one of those things where I'm kind of going, because we got that woman, and that's all about being in your feminine, which is receiving. It may feel hella awkward and weird to just accept something like this. Especially for somebody who's used to being on the hamster wheel so much and it not getting anywhere. Afraid to accept something so big because most everything gets taken away. Yeah. You think it's like there's a catch. There's going to be a catch somewhere down the line. There's going to be a catch to this, and so, you know, the other shoe's going to fall and drop. That's the American saying. What do they do not see? What do they don't see? Because you don't really know how it's going to pan out. Yeah, get it? You don't really know. You don't see the potentiality of this new beginning. All right, what is this offer? We're going to, somebody's going to answer my, what is this opportunity, this offer? I got to tell you, like, I want to get so excited about this, but my energy, I don't know if it's coming through in the way that I'm reading, because it feels like it is to me, very humdrum. Some of you may not even realize this is you until this starts to happen, and they're trying to give you a heads up before it does. What does this offer? Well, whatever it is, you don't need to be concerned about it, okay? Message of concern, something to be worried about. You worried if it's like, you know, some kind of false something. Yeah, again, energy of too good to be true. Like, this is like, even if somebody's like, hey, I'd love to take you. Okay, I'm going to give you a wild example. I want to take you on a trip. And you're like, don't nobody just want to fucking do that shit. There's some kind of ulterior motive, or something's going to go wrong, or something, you know, I want a trip to a certain area. Well, I don't ever win anything. And every time I ever try to do something good, things don't pan out. And so obviously bad's going to happen on the trip. Like, you are just projecting, like it's not even fucking funny. You just don't see this. The false person, I'm sorry, didn't mean to bump y'all. The false person isn't just about, it's like masks, not seeing something. Like, am I seeing this clearly or not, right? Because in the description in the Kipper book, it talks about the false person is like, are they wearing a mask or are they not? Are you sure of if this is what it says it is or it isn't? And it's right fucking next to the privileged lady, guys, okay? Privileged lady is like sheer luck. Good luck, joy, ease, you know, just like a beneficial, wonderful phase, like you're a magnet for good things. This is a good card. Okay. Are we not going to talk about the offer? whatever opportunity is coming in definitely is something that requires you to interact with others. And it might be like either going somewhere like on a trip, because we do have the community card, or socializing or getting out, networking, something. Well, it's good. I can tell you it's good. Some days, they just seriously make me work for shit. I'm just saying. Going back to the tarot, new era elements. You know, sometimes as a reader, you can feel like something's there. And they just won't say it, but you're like, oh, like, but it's all, I know it sounds so weird, but it's almost like it wants to be discovered. And I'm like, we're not going to leave people hanging like this. I think the gist of this is don't be so pessimistic. Just because you've had a lot of being very isolated, stuck, and things not working out, don't be so pessimistic when this opportunity comes in. I'll tell you what. Okay. Now, sudden wealth. I want you to see what comes out. I know, a lot of cards. Just stick with me here. Defeat and disappointment, 2 5s. 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords. You can't make this up, guys. It must have been a bad decade. I just heard a decade, guys. Torment. Despair. Like, some shit went down for you. Like, literally, I feel like every time there's some semblance of progress, some shit, like, you just cannot believe the degree and how frequently it's like boom, 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 boom. Like, shit just, like, you, it's unbelievable. Strength. Don't stop believing. It's coming in quick. Whatever this offer is, Daughter of Earth, Page of Pentacles. You know, that's almost like... That's the only reason I feel like you survived to this point, though. That 4 of Pentacles energy with that stubbornness, you were stubborn in your energy also. It's almost as if by staying in place and staying put in that hermit mode, things couldn't keep derailing you. You still experienced some shit. But, like, that was a protective measure. I want you to take action towards this when it comes through. Spirit, are we allowed to know what this offer is, this opportunity? Can we talk about that community card a little bit more? Yeah. So I get it. I get it. I fucking get it, bitches. I get it. Okay, here's the deal. Here's the deal. They didn't want to say it because I feel like it's going to trigger some people, because I felt it as soon as I got the card out. Oh my God. And they're like, oh, good God. Like, when you're, like, now the Hermit card makes sense. Like, I'm good, I'm done, I'm doing my own thing, yay. And they're like, please don't stop believing, but that song's technically a fucking love song. To a certain degree, you know. Oh my God. You had to walk away from a lot. You've been emotionally depleted, mentally. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, guys. I already know you fucking know. I already know you fucking know. Like, can we know what this offer is? It's love. They really did not want you to get triggered when that came out. Okay. Okay. Okay, I've got to be honest here. So we had a whole lot of Pentacle stuff here. And while Ten of Pentacles can be all about family as well, right? And I heard the word family. That came out, yes. A couple of things. Whoever you might meet, socialize, whoever asks you on a date, blah, 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 has the potential for some of you all to become family and have longevity. We talked about this before. That was one of the first things, longevity. But also, for whatever reason, when I told you, I said, you've been down here so much and your skills are so unbalanced, it's almost like everything's going to have to come in at once. There's so much shit that's going to come in. And I feel like love is going to be wrapped up into a lot of the things that come in for you. The chance and the potential for love. And no, it's not a snake. And no, it's no, you don't have to be worried about this. This isn't something that you have to be worried about. And you may have felt like it just wasn't going to come and you were okay with that. You're just so worried. So worried. Like you don't know if you can trust or read them, because you know what? It feels weird to be in the Queen of Pentacles energy. It really does. It really, really fucking does. And remember I told you that's all about peace, and it's like, do I disrupt my peace? I held on to my peace so strong by really staying put. Nothing could get to you if you did that. But the thing is, this love's coming in with a lot of other things. And I hate to say it, but it feels a lot of it's tied together. Not that if you don't take the love, or at least be open to love, that nothing will come in. That's not what I'm saying. But I feel like there's other certain things that are meant to happen for you. Some of the other blessings and wants and desires will happen because of the domino effect, the trajectory that happens by allowing love and giving love a chance. No wonder a choice between your fears or passion. Oh, shit. And they was trying to hold that back. They thought they... You, at very, very subconscious level, you have it so programmed that it'll just be failure. A lot of change is going to come in. The feeling like every time I make two steps forward, I take 10 back, that's about to stop. I feel and sense a level of distrust. Got the Hermit again. Oh my God. It may be very, very tempting. Okay. I don't know why. There's an energy here. I almost said sweetie. I was like doing this and I was thinking, and I heard sweetie. And I was going to say it. And I'm like, some people may not like to be called sweetie. So, meh. All right. So here we go. All right, hun. Said it anyways. Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Wands. Perfection at the bottom. I just want to say things can change. Things are going to change. Things will change. And they're not always going to be the same. They're not always going to be what you've experienced in the past. And that there is a way to build a good, solid foundation. Four of Wands for me is about family. It's about celebration. It is about the place in which you can build from, right? The four corners of, because it's after the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is the ships coming in. These ships coming in will lay a solid foundation. Remember I said it'll stay balanced, longevity. And that's the Chariot card, right? Like when the scales are balanced, when things are in alignment, that's where momentum comes from. I feel like you've been like, bring me money, bring me money, bring me money, bring me money. And you're like you just are not interested in love. Not interested. Because I feel like you're doing there's a lot of lack. There is lack within, because we have all five, okay. They're going to have me show this. We have all fives. All the fives. I'm going to show you. We have all the fives between the two decks. Okay. Where do we go? Well, right? We had where did we go? Oh, no, I talked about the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. We don't have all the fives. Okay. Yeah. So we have these Six of Pentacles. So we have Five of Cups, Five of Wands, and Five of Swords, right? And I told you had been in the Five of Pentacles, but that shit's about to change. Yeah, I did talk heavily about the Five of Pentacles. I almost thought we had all fives. I was like, holy shit. Like, well, and we did have Torment over here with the Eight of Cups. So I mean, look at this hot mess I just made, guys. Despair. Eight of Cups. You've had to walk away from a lot. You know? I think you thought you had to even walk away from the idea of finding love. Finding anything. And that's why you hunkered down. Well, just know that the winds of change are coming in. And wrapped up in that is going to be love. Ultimately, you get to decide, but are you going to choose out of fear or passion or chemistry and allow something to grow, allow that flame to grow. But they'd like you to give it a chance. That is evident because the type of stability that can come in. And we've got wealth, sudden wealth card here. This is like hitting it big time. And I said a lot of blessings are coming in all together. It's going to feel, again, it's going to be like, so, but whoever this is, you have literally I literally couldn't care less if somebody was interested in me. This is completely up to you. Alrighty. Well, I got to the bottom of it. It's in your hands now. You have a fantastic, wonderful day.